going to be for Taurus, Sun, Moon, Rising, Venus, and North Node. Why didn't a past connection or your past connection work out? For Taurus, Spirit, what needs to be heard, what needs to be said, what needs to be honored? Taurus, before I even get into pulling cards, I have to say I was shuffling. I like to pre-game sometimes. So I was shuffling before I turned on the camera, and I saw the card Deception, and it really came out to me like, it stood out to me for some reason. Like that energy felt very prevalent because I knew I was going to get ready to do your reading. So I felt like it was significant to some of you. Some of you may have dealt with dishonesty or like basically somebody who was a liar in your connection, but take it as it resonates, right? We're going to see what comes through as I pull cards now. The Taurus, Sun, Moon, Rising, Venus, and North Node. Spirit, what needs to be heard, what needs to be said, what needs to be honored? So first we're going to start with the overall theme of your connection, that past connection you were in. What was the overall energy for the connection, Spirit? Thank you. What was the overall connection or overall energy for the connection? That was a weird shuffle. Okay, I guess we're done. But Taurus, Sun, Moon, Rising, Venus, and North Node. What needs to be heard, what needs to be said, what needs to be honored? What was that overall energy? We have give your relationship a chance, work on your partnership. So overall, I feel like this was a relationship that required a lot of work. Right, this doesn't really have anything to do with why it ended, but I did want to know like what kind of dynamic you guys were in. And it feels like a relationship that required constant effort, constant work, right? Constant, like maybe even forgiveness, like to give your relationship a chance. Because some of you really wanted to be with this person. Some of you guys really saw a future with this person. Some of you guys really felt, look at this energy. Some of you guys really felt loved by this person. Some of you may have felt at home with this person. So you really just wanted to see if you could really work through things, work through the energies with this person. At the back, we have keep an open mind. Your soulmate may differ from your usual type and expectations. And so I feel like Taurus, both you and your person, but more so you because this is your reading, you were open to giving this a chance because you knew that maybe there was something about this connection or something about your person that really it just wasn't for you, or it wasn't your usual standard, or it wasn't your usual type. But because you felt so connected to this person, because you really wanted to see if things could work, I feel like you put a lot of effort, and maybe so did your person too. You guys probably both put in a lot of work to try to make things go a certain way, but ultimately because you're watching this reading, that means that it did not go the way you intended. So we're going to get to the bottom of why. Spirit, what needs to be heard, what needs to be said, what needs to be honored for Taurus, Sun, Moon, Rising, Venus, and North Node. Why didn't the connection work out? Why didn't the connection work out? Why did the connection not work out? For Taurus, Sun, Moon, Rising, Venus, and North Node. Why didn't the connection work out? What needs to be heard, what needs to be said, what needs to be honored? Why didn't the connection work out? Oh, Cupid's arrow. Nice. Photograph. Why didn't the connection work out? What needs to be heard, what needs to be said, what needs to be honored? Ooh, abundance. Wow, this looks like super good energy, you guys. The golden mirror. Ooh, there it goes. There it goes. Let's get one more, Spirit. Why didn't the connection work out? What needs to be heard, what needs to be said, what needs to be honored? Why didn't the connection work out? For Taurus and their person. Taurus, Sun, Moon, Rising, Venus, North Node. Why didn't the connection work out? Why didn't the connection work out? After this, you guys, if nothing comes out, then I'm just going to leave it at 4. Okay, so nothing else was meant to come out. Okay, so overall we have, for you Taurus, overall we have girl talk. Time with friends, moving on, happily single, living in the moment, having fun. So there's a part of you that kind of feels like this is what was meant to happen. I feel like now that the situation is over, there's a bit of like there's a sense of like freedom. Like, you know what? Time with friends, moving on, happily single. So some of you guys were kind of like relieved is what I'm getting, that this connection did not work out. It's like it didn't work out, but you are not really the maddest about it. Some of you guys also maybe have been tired of putting in so much effort, so much work for this connection, because you know, after a while, it's like, how much are you going to keep trying? If you have to keep trying, that means something's not right. The energy is off, right? And you can't force something to work that's not meant to work. So I feel like you're in this energy right now, or this was you at some point where, you know, it ended and it was what it was to you. I feel like you guys detached pretty quickly, or this could be a cover up, but we're going to get into it deeper. If you're watching this reading, that means that this person they still hold some type of weight in your life. So we'll see. With Cupid's arrow, have faith, love is coming, surprise, invitation, or meeting, hesitation. So some of you guys, Cupid's arrow struck, and that's how this whole connection even came to be initially, right? Like, have faith, love is coming. It was maybe this person, you met them by surprise, or like, you know, this connection happened by chance. You may have even felt hesitant to even open up to this connection, but once you did, I feel like it felt really good to you, right? Like when Cupid's arrow strikes, it doesn't strike, like, let's put it this way, Cupid's arrow is a heavy hitter, right? It doesn't come to play, it comes with the heavy energy. And so you may have been very in love with this person. And again, this may have happened by surprise, and you may not have been the most open to it at first, right? And it's interesting because the overall energy here was keep an open mind. So I feel like the hesitation came from that, because initially there was something about this person that you were like, no, or at least you were resistant, right? But then you have photograph, looking at your photo, missing you, nostalgia, make new memories. This is interesting. So some of you guys, this is energy that you're feeling now. You miss this person, you kind of think about them from time to time. But Taurus, I'm not really getting much about why this connection ended so far. What I'm seeing is that it ended, it was a really intense, strong connection. You put in a lot of effort, you put in a lot of work, and now it's over. And you may think about this person, you may look back and remember how good it felt at some point in time, or you know how much the love was really there at some point in time. But I don't get the vibe that you really missed this person, which is interesting. Let's keep going. We have abundance, and it says keep a positive mindset, manifest exactly what you want, gratitude and bliss. So this is telling me that some of you guys, and this could be present energy, some of you guys are right now manifesting exactly what you want from love, from life. Even though you may think about this person from time to time, and you remember maybe how Cupid's arrow has struck, I'm not getting the vibe that you guys are really like trying to gain closure over this situation. I feel like this is a situation that ended, and you're almost like okay with it, is what it feels like to me. This is really interesting. The golden mirror says self-absorbed, narcissistic, one-sided relationship, love bombing. So this could be why you were okay with the situation being over, because maybe you tried to make things work with somebody who had narcissistic tendencies. They were maybe like really self-absorbed, really about themselves. They did the love bombing thing, which is a narcissist trait where they just shower you with love, with affection, and then they turn out to be like a narcissist, right? Or like a baby narcissist, depending on how severe the case is. But I feel like for you guys, that could be why you are over the situation so fast, because it wasn't really a pleasant situation to begin with. And Taurus, you guys, if anybody cares about love for self and comfort for self and putting self first, I would say between Leo and Taurus, you guys really got that energy down packed. Like, and maybe Aquarius too, because they detach like no other. But I feel like Taurus, for you, it was like, okay, I'm going to love me, and it's going to be what it is. Like, yeah, I may miss this person because I fell for them at some point, but at the end of the day, like, this is not the energy I wanted. And I feel like Taurus, you may have been the one to initiate the end of this relationship, because you were wise enough to realize that this wasn't in alignment with your best and highest good. Beautiful energy though, because it's like, if you were wise enough to realize that, and you were wise enough to put an end to it, that means that you decided to choose you, which many people find it very hard to do, believe it or not, especially when they're in love, and especially when you're involved with somebody who has narcissistic tendencies or traits, because they can really make you feel like the world is under your feet sometimes. And it's like, depending on how wrapped up you get in that, it can be hard to come out of it. That's really interesting. Okay, so emphasis on abundance. That card really just flew. So some of you guys are living your best life as we speak, happily single, manifesting exactly what you want. That's so funny though. Okay. For Taurus, Sun, Moon, Rising, Venus, and North Node. What needs to be heard, what needs to be said, what needs to be honored. What needs to be heard, what needs to be said, what needs to be honored. For Taurus, Sun, Moon, Rising, Venus, and North Node. What needs to be heard, what needs to be said, what needs to be honored. Why didn't Taurus's connection work out? What needs to be heard, what needs to be said, what needs to be honored, Spirit. For Taurus, Sun, Moon, Rising, Venus, and North Node. Why didn't the connection work out? Ooh, ooh, ooh. What's that? What's that? Hold on. The Taurus. When you see her, when you see the sun, when you see honored. Why didn't the connection work out? Ooh, what's that? Yeah. What's that? Yeah. What's that? Period. And that's on period, Taurus. I like this energy. King of Wands. So you could have been dealing with a Leo. This energy is coming through in every single reading so far. If not, this was just a person who was super charismatic, very attractive to you. I gotta put this out there. They probably like gave good sex, depending on like, you know, your age and your experience. But I feel like the D or the V was very good, right? Also, I feel like this was a person who, again, they made you feel like the King of Wands is like, especially in reverse, it can be a baby narcissist. And I will tell you why, right? This is somebody who has the power of like persuasion. Like they got that charisma. They can charm the pants off of you, literally, right? And so for some of you guys, you got swept up in the charm for a second. Like that narcissist energy, it came through. And it was like the good part of the narcissist energy before it became the bad part, right? And I don't like to use the duality of good and bad because everything is good in my opinion. Everything happens for you. So it was like the fun part before it became the not fun part. Let's change it to that, right? So to start off, Taurus, when it came to this energy of why things didn't work out, first of all, we have the Wheel of Fortune, Major Arcana. This was a very life-changing energy for you because we have 3 Major Arcana out of 6 tarot cards, meaning like half of the cards are like big life energy. And I feel like for you, this was, wait, do we have 6? Yeah, we have 6. For you, this was one of those energies where it changed your life. It maybe changed your character, it helped you to grow, helped you to evolve. The Wheel of Fortune is a card that comes into play when fate or destiny is at play, right? Things are happening universally and you really have no control over it. I feel like this person was brought to you by fate. This was a situation that you needed to experience, right? But this also came with, like, although it was fated to happen, it did come with a lot of conflict. And that's why I'm saying, like, I felt like for you guys, whatever this was, you put a lot of effort, a lot of work into this because maybe there were a lot of arguments or a lot of fighting or just a lot of conflict, right? A lot of disagreements. This person could have even tried to one-up you for some of you guys, depending on your situation. Take it as it resonates. But I do see a lot of conflict at play in this connection. And some of you guys really took a break or a pause or at least a moment to yourself to really think about how you can go about this, right? Like, what are your options? Because after a while of dealing with this energy, you get tired. And I feel like you guys got tired and you started trying to think of a way to really evade the situation. Some of you guys did it on like the sneak tip. Some of you guys, you know, you left this person, like you may have ghosted them for some of you. For others of you, I feel like this was a situation where you just saw that this was some type of like deceptive character that you were dealing with, right? Maybe they were liars, maybe they played games, maybe they had one foot in, one foot out, not really the most committal, right? Maybe they just, again, I got that deception card earlier, and this is a really big deceptive energy. But whatever this energy was that was at play, I feel like it's twofold. First of all, Taurus, again, at first I was saying for you guys, like you may have left really quietly because this is like the Thief in the Night card. Some of you guys really exited stage left and didn't even leave a trace or a clue. This person had no idea you were going to do this. For others of you, you left and it was like, you know what, you already had one foot out the door, and then this person may have closed the door. Like, you know what, like let's say boom, they did something. They did that one last action that was like the straw that broke the camel's back. It was like the icing on the cake. Actually, it was like the fire on the candles on top of the icing on top of the cake, right? Like that was it for you. And you said, you know what? That last thing you did, that's it. This chapter is closed. Like you closed the door yourself when you decided to do what you did, right? I feel like that's the energy that's really coming through. It's like whatever you were dealing with, the reason why this connection ended, the reason why this connection didn't work out was because you decided to choose you. Yes, you put up with a lot. Yes, you dealt with a lot. And I don't believe in the whole victim mentality. So again, like the things you dealt with, you were meant to deal with them. They were meant to help you grow, evolve. Maybe it was meant to help you learn how to choose yourself, how to be more in alignment with what's good for you instead of choosing the things that don't serve you, right? But whatever this was, Taurus, I see that you made some type of executive decision to really exit stage left. You said, I'm done with this. You're done. You're done. Like that was it. And it was what it was. I see, like, I'm also getting like no regrets with this card. Like, I'm gonna look at you one last time and then I'm out of here. Like, I looked back once, I'm not doing it again. Like that's how some of you guys may have overlooked a couple of things as well that was going on in the connection. Like, I'm getting so many energies, but Taurus, whatever the outcome was of what this person did, it really helped solidify for you that you need to move on and away from this connection. And so I see that it needed to come to an end. It needed to come to a close, because not only was it fated to come into your life, but it was fated to go the way that it did, meaning it was fated to also come to an end at some point. And again, I feel like the theme in all of these readings is that these situations we went through, they really came to help change us, help us grow, help us evolve. But I also feel like the different situations that we went through, depending on your sign and your reading, right, it caters to a certain part of your character. For you, Taurus, I feel like it was like, not only did it show you where to put your energy and how not to waste energy anymore, but it also showed you how not to be so open or like be so overlooking of certain energies that just don't serve you as well. It's like you had to go through this energy to realize you don't deserve the energy, if that makes sense, right? So we're going to pull some last energies for you, Taurus. This is not for your person. This is just for you. What you need to hear when it comes to this connection, when it comes to love, when it comes to romance, and why this connection needed to end. What needs to be heard, Spirit? What needs to be said? What needs to be honored for Taurus? Sun, Moon, Rising, Venus, and North Node. What needs to be heard? What needs to be said? What needs to be honored? What needs to be heard? What needs to be said? What needs to be honored for Taurus? Sun, Moon, Rising, Venus, and North Node. Okay. Ooh. Oh, they said take it, so I'll take it. And let's get one more. Oh, there it goes. Okay. Very interesting. All right, Taurus. Don't mind the notification sounds, because I don't know what to tell you guys. I got an iPad going right now. I like the sound of running water. I don't know if you guys can hear it, but I have like rain sounds playing in the background, and the iPad is like kind of going off. So we have the past is now behind you. Release it and embrace new possibilities. A new path is now available to you. Follow it with faith. So again, some of you guys, you were considering those options, like, what are my options? What do I have to do? What can I do? How can I, work my way out of this? And some of you guys were even considering staying as an option until this person kind of did like that one last thing that said, you know what, you just made up my mind for me, I'm out of here. That's how it feels. But whatever happened in the past, it is now in the past, Taurus, and it's for you to release this situation, right? Like, don't hold on to the resentments. Don't hold on to what this person may have done or said, or how they may have treated you, right? The narcissistic energy, if that was what was playing out in your connection. It's time to release the whole aspect of it. Take the lessons and release the trauma, release the pain, right? The first thing you have out is, when you pass from this world, you take nothing with you but your soul and the memories you have shared with those you love. And I feel like that kind of really just plays off of what I was just saying. It's like, at the end of the day, when you pass, right, when you transcend from this world, the only thing you're going to take with you is your soul and the experience that you have gained from this world, right? From this lifetime, from this life cycle, because your soul, it grows and evolves as you grow and evolve as a person as well. And so I feel like you're not really meant to hold on to the trauma. You're just meant to hold on to the lessons, meant to hold on to maybe the memories of even like the good times, right? But not to really focus on the bad so much, or what you didn't like, I'll say, so much. Then we have close your eyes and tell yourself that you deserve to feel joyful. You can allow joy into your life regardless of the circumstances you currently find yourself in. So you may still find that you are getting over the situation. But the interesting word to me is that you deserve to feel joyful, right? And I was saying, it's like some of you guys had to wake up to this realization that you deserve love. You deserve to be treated the way that you want to be treated. You are deserving, period. And I feel like that's like a word to the wise. That's what Spirit really wanted you to gain from this energy. This is why this had to end and why you had to go through this, because you had to wake up to your worth. And this was the perfect situation to help you realize exactly how much you are worth, right? Like, do you want to continue to be the person who sits there and puts up with something that you know doesn't feel right for you? Or do you want to be the person who taps into this abundance energy that I see you kind of tapping into? And it could have been that you were in this energy before you even met this person. This person kind of drained your energy. And again, like you guys, I don't do the whole victim mentality thing, but situations can be draining, right? Like, that is a fact. And so the last card out is acceptance is the key to inner peace. At times we must accept things as they are. There's no point in trying to change that which is beyond our control. I feel like some of you may have tried to work things out with this person. Again, this give your relationship a chance. I feel like you tried, right? You guys are another sign of like fixed energy aside from Leo, where when something really matters to you, you will hold steady. And for some of you, like, you just have to accept that this situation is what it is. The person did what they did, or they said what they said, or the things that happened, they happened. And you just have to accept it for what it is, reclaim your inner peace, and let go of the things that you cannot control or the things that you can't change. And that's on period, Taurus. So I'm going to leave this right here, you guys. This was a beautiful reading. I'm like losing my voice right now. I feel like I'm talking a lot, but I like this, right? Like this was deep. So if you vibe with this, Taurus, if this hit for you, don't forget to drop a comment. Let me know how you feel about this. Hit that like button, hit that share button, definitely hit that subscribe button. And I will see you guys in the next video.